Well, you mentioned the Martin Cizikas-Clutterbuck line. That was also the line on the ice when the Islanders scored in the first period. Some good hard work, some good passing, and then you can't have a better shot than what Ryan Pulock put in the net.
Well, they gave it to the right guy. I mean, certainly with the bullet that he has, and he's pretty accurate certainly when you give him a little bit of time. But starts with the face-off, and the Islanders win it. Clutter gets it towards the net, but they don't quit on the play. I mean, this is what they did all night. I mean, Casey in the corner, working hard, support by Matt Martin, and then he chases him, and eventually the Islanders get it back to Pelech, who makes a nice play to Clutterbuck, and that was backing him up. And then, yes, that guy had the finishing play, but it was a lot of work prior to that as the Islanders go to the front of the net and cause a little distraction. But that's the way the Islanders need to play. They need to have everybody on the same page, and they were all reading that page tonight.
He played nearly 25 minutes. One of his 4 shots went in. It proved to be his 8th goal of the season, setting a new career high in points with 33. He scored 10 goals a year ago to lead all rookie defensemen in that category. Well, the Islanders got a shutout for Thomas Greiss here tonight. It was his 5th shutout of the season. 2 of them have been at the expense of the Columbus Blue Jackets. He now has 20 wins on the season, and for the first time since 1983-84, the Islanders have 2 goaltenders, each with 20 wins. Another solid outing for Thomas Greiss when they needed him most.
Yeah, he's been very, very good, and we talked about him during the game, Brendan. He's continued to play really well. He's just got so much confidence in his ability, and you got to feel really good for him and for Robin. I mean, coming off tough years as an individual and as teammates, and you can just see that he never gives up on the play, but his reads are so good. He's always in a good position. He's compact. There's no wasted movement to him, and he's just reacting, and he's never quitting on the puck. So tremendous season for Thomas Greiss, and when you need a big game, Thomas Greiss has certainly delivered at this point in time.
Well, and it's his net now. Robin Lehner still out with an injury. No word on when he'll be able to return, but he has picked up 3 of his 20 wins against the Columbus Blue Jackets and 2 shutouts in the process. A pretty impressive run for Thomas Greiss, and he will try and continue that run most likely on Thursday against the Montreal Canadiens. And I mentioned that next game coming on Thursday. A couple of days off for the New York Islanders. This has been a tough stretch of the schedule for them. The wins haven't been coming easily, but perhaps this is something they can build off of and reset here with a couple of days of practice.
Yeah, I think it'll do them a world of good. This is the game that they needed to start to feel good about themselves and recognize again how they played and through most of this season, and then a chance to practice. They have had very little opportunity because there's been so many games, so now they'll get a little rest, they'll be able to reset, but they'll also be able to practice on a couple things that they feel like maybe they just need to do just a little bit better. Perhaps the power play, Brendan. I'm just kidding, Barry.